But this does demonstrate exactly why it's so useful that this bridge is removable, because we've got a problem with the track. And as I said way back in one of the earliest videos, it's pretty much guaranteed that the one place that you will have the most problems is the least accessible part. But we headed this one off. Let's see if that works. No. What the problem appears to be is a combination of less than ideal dead spots in the track, and as I can see here now, the pickup's very prone. Certainly with, for some reason, the steam locomotive types, they get muck that sits just between the pickups and the wheels. What we're doing here is we're just trying to tease that muck out, because it stops the electricity getting through. Right, let's stick it back on the track and we'll see if we can get this to work. No! Double slips can be quite irksome. It's got quite a large dead frog, and sometimes you just get a bit of muck between blades. It's just so what we're going to do now is we're going to try and just clean up any of these points that may have bits and bobs of muck in. Yeah, and as suspected, it was a bit of muck between the point blades and the track where they make contact. It is quite a lot of a compromise, the way that the track feeds the power through, and sometimes with point work you can be reliant on quite a small contact area to transmit the power onto a little bit of rail within the point work. And what we've had here is a build-up of grime and other assorted muck has got in that gap and just stopped the two bits of metal from making contact. So we've cleaned those out with a tiny jeweler's screwdriver blade, and there we go. It works. What we're going to do now is we're going to put the bridge back on. As you can see, it's quite light actually. Ooh, all the cars are rolling around madly, and because the bolts are in card construction, it just makes it ever so easy to lift it on and off. It just means that we're able to lift this off to get access underneath, which hopefully isn't as often as all that, but the fact that we can easily remove it does mean that this otherwise very inaccessible space underneath is not really all that inaccessible. Right, let's see if it all still works now we've got the lid back on. One final way of, if all else fails, is just turn the locomotive the other way around. A lot of problems can be attributed down to just dodgy pickups. As the locomotive goes round a bit of a corner, it can pull the wheel and the pickup contact wiper slightly away from each other. You would have thought that after all these years of manufacturing model railway locomotives, that manufacturers would have come up with a much better and more reliable way for them to draw their power from the track by taking the contacts from, for example, the pinpoints on axle bearings, but for some reason they still insist on using a method that's very prone to problems. So let's see now if the final solution works. And there we go. Not even a hint of a stutter going that way round. That says to me that that's the locomotive. I think it'll have to go into the shop for some precision repairs with a baseball bat in my temper.